Hey guys, what's up? It's Benji here, bringing you another video to help you guys out. Basically, I did a Zerg video, you guys probably watched. If not, check it out, it's pretty good. On pretty much how to engage with the Zerg army, on creep, off creep, how you're supposed to do angle-wise, all that kind of stuff. And I had a really good response, people love the video. So, I'm doing another one for you, because you know what? Zerg don't get all the love here. We're going to try a Protoss video this time. Not quite sure I'm going to do not sure what I'm going to do for a Terran one if I ever do one, but for Protoss, it's mainly going to be about force field usage because I basically get a lot of replays from low-level players asking for help, and yeah, pretty much I help them out, and I'm just like, well, your force field's weren't good. That's it, and it's kind of hard to go, well, just force field better. This video is going to show you what to do. Now, it's going to be in sections again because as you can see from right here, it's actually 1 hour, 41 minute replay. We do spend a lot of time just sitting, chatting, talking about what we're going to show, that kind of stuff. We're on Skype, obviously. Not now, but this is all replays, so yeah. But yeah, so we'll do it in sections. Hopefully it's not too disjointed for you, and hopefully I can get my point across like last time. So first up, we're going to simulate an early sort of 7 roach rush. So we have here 7 roaches. They are 0-0, have no roach speed, etc., etc. And they're going to be pushing up this nice little ramp here, which is, you know, fairly small ramp. Most maps actually have a ramp this size. Usually it's not pointed straight down though, which is why it looks slightly different. At the top here, I've got 4 stalkers and 2 zealots. So this is without sentries. This is what happens if you don't get sentries. I'm just going to unpause it. It's on faster, and we'll watch exactly what happens here. They're just going to walk up the ramp. Zealots here are going to trap them. Cool. Zealots kind of do a bit of damage. They trap them there. That's awesome. Bit of attempted micro. That was probably even more hurting than anything else. But still 4 roaches left, and they're starting to go through the stalkers. As you can see, roaches do quite well against stalkers. Without any sort of zealots there to really buffer the damage. Yeah, I mean, he's trying to micro a bit, I gotta say, and honestly, it's hurting him more than it's helping him. But yes, as you can see here, should get down to it, but pretty much, yeah. So the Protoss army loses there, a roach gets to the top and destroys the entire probe line. So that's what happens without force fields. So stay tuned, we'll jump into with force fields next. Okay, we're back. This time we're going to try it, and this time we've got 3 stalkers, 3 sentries, and 1 zealot. Now keep in mind, as far as DPS goes, this is less damage done than our other setup, okay? Yeah, I do have full energy on these sentries. They spawn with full energy in this tester, but force field wise, I'm not using that many, so it's not a big deal. So basically, we're just going to use force fields here to defeat the exact same unit comp. 7 roaches, pretty much on attack, move up the ramp. We'll see how this goes. So basically, here's what we're doing. To stop obviously dying like we did last time, we're waiting until they're about halfway up the ramp like this. Then we want to break them in half. Bang. Okay, so basically, not the best force field. I've got 6 of them down the bottom and 1 up the top. Stops them from getting good arc. They can't really do damage to this. This zealot here at the front is pretty much dead, but it's done good damage before it dies. And as you, with this one, this is something else that most people don't do. This second force field, okay? Most people put that first one there and be like, oh, cool, I'm done. I've saved my base, I'm alive. And I'll put a second one down right there as well to make sure they don't get in. This one here, look at what that's done. All of a sudden, these 2 roaches in the middle here are trapped. These 3 here have got absolutely no range at all, and these 2 roaches are dead, as you can see there. And like, pretty much free damage. Yeah, that roach there does a bit, and look at that force field, trapping these roaches in here too. So he's got 5 roaches, trapped, unable to do damage, unable to get an arc, unable to run away, okay? So it's not just about staying alive, it's also about punishing your opponent's mistakes and stopping him from really getting away. As you can see, another force field going down there, and I'm just getting free damage on this right here. Look at that, beautiful. Losing some sentries, but keep in mind, in the other scenario, I lost everything. A few extra force fields there. But I mean, if you are getting sentries first, you should be able to get quite a few force fields. So there we go, that's that one. It's a bit overkill. You might not have that many force fields, but at least you can put this one down here, maybe this one down here, just showing you what you can do with force fields, not only defensively, but aggressively. Okay, we're back. This time we're going for a slightly larger army. Here we've got a bunch of zealots, about 10, about 13 or 14 stalkers, 6 sentries, and a colossus. I have written this down so I know how much I'm actually building each time. So for the next, I think only one after this should be the same army size. Against just pretty much pure roach hydra here. Richard obviously just gone a little bit more supply on me. That's okay, that's pretty standard here. Now first time here we're just going to attack here, but without any sort of force fielding or guardian shielding. This is just oh my god, attack move. Let's see exactly what happens here. Zealots do have charge because why not? It's an awesome ability. They just chew through that. Hydra's obviously not as good arc, don't get me wrong, but as you can see, units just aren't doing enough. That one Colossus hitting roaches, doing some nice damage, but not quite going to be enough, I'm afraid. Hydras and the roaches do power through there and win that quite convincingly. No force fields, no guardian shield. That seemed pretty one-sided. Let's try again, and we'll add some force fields. So here we've got the same armies. Basically this time, all we're going to have is 2 Guardian Shields being popped, and force fields through the middle of his army. Let's watch this in slow motion, on normal speed, see exactly what's going on with pauses. So 2 Guardian Shields go up, Zealots charge in. Okay, now look at what these force fields are doing. These Hydras at the back are not getting in the arc, they're being blocked away. These Roaches at the front are getting trapped there against the Zealots. I mean, yeah, they aren't moving anyway, but if they were to, they're stuck. So basically, these force fields are denying a retreat. Zerg cannot pull back without losing everything in front of those force fields. So let's keep going here. Force fields here, kind of doing okay. There's some Hydras at the back here that aren't getting range because they're blocked by this line of force fields. That is key. Hydras do a lot of damage. As you can see now, more force fields coming just to throw the range off the Hydras. Hydras aren't doing that much damage. You're all stuck at the back there. More force fields coming down. And look at the armies just melt. Look at this. It's beautiful. And now we're starting to get at this point. Right. Okay. Now, Zerg might be thinking, oh, I need to retreat. Now you need to start thinking, I need to kill as much as possible. Clearly, you're winning the fight. Then you want to punish him as much as possible. Offensive force fields there, trapping 4 Hydras in there. Just adding a few more here. Starting to run out of energy. That's alright. Still like trapping those Hydras so they can't escape and kill everything. So not only is it a great use for defense-wise, but also aggressively trapping units so they can't retreat. Also very key. Learn to do that. Okay, this time, same army, exactly the same, and we're going to do it against the Terran army. So this is just a Terran standard army. Marine, Marauder, Medevac, all the upgrades. Upgrades are at 1-1. Medevacs have full energy, concussive shell, stim, etc., etc. Okay? So this first time, doing it against the same army, just 1 Colossus, Sentry, Stalker, and Zealot. And without force fields, let's see how this goes. Without force fields, we have a stim, and after the stim, it's pretty much just an attack move. Both armies attack moving. Let's keep it simple. Let's not add micro in the factor, because let's face it, Richard can micro Terran better than I can micro Protoss. And look at this, just Ryan's bio is Terran through. And the Colossus is doing nice damage, but yeah, I'm sorry, you ain't gonna win that one, man. And then bang. Look at that, bunch of units left. There's a good 15 units left, all 3 medevacs. That seems really one-sided, okay? How many times have you seen that in a game against Terran? You're right, oh my god, how do I deal with this? Okay, next up, let's add some force fields. Let's see how this works. Okay, this time, same army. Let's go with force fields and guardian shields. Slow it down even further because we want to see exactly how this goes. Slowly, stim happens, force fields straight through the middle. Like, literally, I am not good at force field, okay? This is just me spamming buttons, okay? I'm not a Protoss player, I don't quite know how it goes. Okay, now look at these force fields. Slightly different to last time. Now, well, same theory kind of, but see this second row I've put in here? They trap a lot of units between there. Last time, the Hydras were slower. They weren't really getting trapped there, they were quite further back. This time, that second row has trapped a good 8 units in there. These Marauders and these Marines down the bottom here are not doing damage. Everything's getting sucked out of the way. And look at this, just there's even a Zealot still left. And down the bottom, getting, you know, starting to get in here, do some damage, but it's just not enough left to get to a concave. Top here, and this poor Marauder here, this guy's just like, man, I want to shoot my freaking rocket or something. And I'm sorry, you get killed off there, bro. And look at that difference, guys. Look at that army difference. Simply using your energy on your sentries and getting force fields down, there are only 6 sentries in there, guys. 6 with full energy. Now, if you open up, obviously this is kind of like a 2 or 3 base army. You get your sentries early in the game and keep them alive, they will get this kind of energy, full energy, and you can do that, okay? This is what the pro players are doing. So, something so simple as force fielding, everything else was attack move, can change the fight so drastically. So drastically. Okay, let's move on to a different section of micro now. Now we're going to talk about Blink Stalkers and how they work. So we're done with force fields. That's one thing, but Protoss have so many other things they can micro. Blink Stalkers is the main one. It's quite, well, I guess it's kind of APM intensive, but it's something you've got to learn the theory behind at the very least. It seems simple, but I better mention it just in case there's someone out there that doesn't quite understand why it's good. So we'll start here with just an attack move. We've got 6 Stalkers that are 1-1 against 7 Roaches, which are also 1-1 with Roach speed. So just an attack move for that, get an R, doing nice damage, and like it. 2 Roaches are down, 2 Stalkers are down. As you can see, the Roaches are actually powering through this. Once the numbers start going small, the Roaches start doing quite a bit more damage. Plus 1 really helps as well. And yeah, 4 Roaches left. He's going to get this one here. Might be pretty close. Doesn't get that. So 4 Roaches left on that. Okay? That seems quite one-sided, as he just kills his own one. Good on you, Richard. So let's jump onto the Blink one. Let's see how this one works. Okay, so this time we're going to use Blink to save our Stalkers from dying. Okay? So Roaches are going to attack move, Stalkers are going to blink backwards. Now, one thing to point out, actually I'll start the thing first of all. Let's do it actually in really slow motion so you can see exactly what's going on. Okay, so all you gotta do is make sure you have health bars up, makes it easier. And when you see one low health, select it and blink it out of range. Now if they chase after it, you can run this one away and these 5 get free damage. So just keep that in mind as well. And see the low health one. Once you sort of see their shields gone, just blink them back. I see yellow, orange, just blink it back out of the way. Keep in mind this situation as well. So this one here is gonna die. Right, keep in mind this one here is the next one's going to get attacked. So when you blink this one, move this one. Or blink it obviously if you have it off cooldown. So I do blink that one and I see that, I do pull it back, I believe. There we go, so just pulling it back out of range. Front one there, does blink that one back in time. And as you can see here, this is pretty one-sided. I mean, yeah, he did a lot of damage, but I just killed 7 roaches with 6 stalkers and did not lose any of them. The shields will come back. You've lost a little bit of the hull damage, but compared to 4 roaches living, that's a big, big difference. So keep that in mind when you have blink. In larger battles, it's harder because they die very quickly, but just small things like that can affect the outcome of the battle if you have the APM to keep up with that. So something else that a lot of people have been having issues with is meter play in against Protoss in ZVP. So here I'm going to show you what you can do to stop that. Here are 4 Phoenixes, right? Obviously this relies on you scouting your opponent out and seeing that he is going muter. That's not exactly that hard to do. You need to be able to scout your opponent. If you don't see what he's doing, your chance of winning is low. So that's a basic rule there. Scout your opponent, spot the spire, spot the muters popping out, or spot Ling muter. There are 9 muters here versus 4 Phoenix. 9 muters is about 900 cost as far as minerals go, and it's 20 supply. 4 Phoenix is about a little bit over half that, and it's only 8 supply. So as far as army comp goes, the mutalist comp is better. Now we're going to show how to micro this. And this is going to go all over the place because muter micro is nuts. I'm going to put it on faster and we're going to follow the Phoenixes here. Now the trick here is just to stay out of range, okay? Be cautious, okay? See how I'm doing damage there? He got through one of the shields. One of them is actually quite low, but I'm doing nice damage there, kiting him back. Making him chase you is very important. If he chases you, just run away from him and do damage. Do slight turns because you are faster. And look at this, getting a lot of free damage in here. Even though only one's shooting, that's okay, don't get so desperate. And look at this, just killing off this muter pack. And you'll start getting to a point where they don't have that many left and you can just attack and move in here, like right now. Beautiful, look at that, clears that out, loses no Phoenix, loses a little bit of hull damage, almost 1 dead, but the shields will regenerate, and that is nice and easy to do. There we go. So that last one was pretty much the muters on attack move. Now, what mutalist players aren't going to do is attack move. So in this scenario, basically, I've said to Richard, do whatever the hell you can to kill my Phoenixes. I dare you. Just want to remind you, this is like, I really never use Phoenixes. I never play Protoss. I'm a Zerg player. So me microing this is not hard. This is like literally the first time I've ever done this in my life. Yet, still doing okay with it. So we'll see how this goes. Let's watch the Phoenixes now. So we slow it down on faster. There we go. So I'm just like trying to be sneaky. Now what a lot of Zerg players will do is they'll run away from you and then turn back fast because you'll try and chase after them. So what you want to do is be aware of that. When you chase back after them, go away from them again. See how he's sort of staying clumped up? He'll go away for a second, invite me to come closer to do damage, and then I'll run away. It's just about being safe. Keep your distance, because if you get too close to them, they will kill your Phoenixes very quickly. This will take longer, but just keep in mind, if he's over your mineral patch, just go in there and kill him, like ruin his damage, ruin his units. He's actually killed one there. That's been unfortunate. That's a bit of miss micro. With practice, you won't have that same issue. That's fine. It's a bit of miss micro on his behalf there. Could have got a volley off, but he's at the point now where he just cannot do enough damage. As you can see, I just sitting here and stop. And look at that. Beautiful. Not hard to do. If me, a Zerg player, really can do this, then you as a Protoss player can learn it. You can practice it. You can learn how to do it. But I'm telling you now, if you see muters, get Phoenixes out. Now, if he's got 40 muters already and you get 4 Phoenix, yeah, you're kind of hoping that, see how they're on low health? 40 muters will one-shot it. 40 is an overstatement. I'm just saying, against small amounts like that, whoever wins that first Phoenix muter battle will win. In lower numbers, you will destroy him. Not even kidding. It's simple as that, guys. Really simple. That's how you counter muters. So those who watch this last battle here, which I kind of just put up because I kind of forgot to end the video. That's okay, let's watch this while I talk a bit. That's pretty much going to be it. So just things to keep in mind. Obviously the force field micro, practice that. just look at what I've done. Basically, the difference between force fielding and not force fielding is a massive difference, okay? If you are force fielding, you're going to be doing so much more damage and winning fights. The better your force fields, the better you are, okay? If you are a Protoss player, you need to be force fielding to win games pretty much, okay? Keep that in mind as well. Also, Blink Stalkers, that's an acquired taste. I mean, that's something that's less important, but it's still good to learn. Once you've got the force fields down, once you've got the basics, that's your step up. And the Phoenix Micro as well, that's also a step up. So work on your basics, work on your macro, then work on getting and get your force fields working correctly as well. Once you get your force fields good, you're going to be pretty much safe against everything, and then you can start working on your Blink Micro and your Phoenix Micro. So hopefully that helped. I would love to hear feedback from you guys. I mean, is there something I missed in this video, or Zerg when you'd like to see some sort of micro that I've missed? Obviously, just which army comps beat what, pretty standard. Obviously, if you want videos from them, let me know. Give me feedback, give me comments, and subscribe as well to my channel. It helps me out. If I get subscribers, I'm more inclined to make more videos because I know people are going to watch them. And yeah, awesome. Cheers for watching, and hopefully we'll catch you next time with a Terran one. I'd love to hear your feedback as far as what you want to see in a Terran video, because I don't know what there is. Terran for me are just like, well, I guess you can split banelings, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, give me some ideas and I will definitely do them for the next video. I'm not going to give a time frame on it. I am quite busy, but who knows, could be soon. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.